hope you are all well. So as promised, this is my pregnancy journey so far video. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but yeah, my journey so far with my pregnancy. I did say I was going to do this video, so here I am sitting here doing it. I will be telling you everything apart from the sex of the baby. I have said that before and I'll say that again. There is some people that keep trying to guess. You can keep guessing, I don't mind, that's fine, but I'm not going to tell you yes or no, okay? So that's fine, you can keep guessing. Like, is naturally, most people are saying boy, and the reason they say that, and I know this is like for everyone, is because naturally people can say, oh, you're gonna have a boy next, because I've got 2 girls. But alhamdulillah, I'm happy. Boy, girl, alhamdulillah, all kids are a blessing. So on Instagram, I asked you all to ask me some questions about my pregnancy so far. Yeah, what you want to know basically. And then I also asked on YouTube on the community tab, which I can do now, by the way. So if you don't have Instagram, anything related to like Q&As and stuff, I will always put on YouTube as well. If like I want you lot to ask me questions for a video or something like that. Got quite a bit of questions that came through, which alhamdulillah, usually I don't, but this was nice, I did. So a lot of the questions will be were quite similar, like how did you find out, how many months are you, and stuff like that. So what I thought I'd do is first I'll just start off by just talking about my journey so far without the Q&A, and hopefully cover a lot of the questions in that. And then after I'll go over and check out the questions and just cover anything else that you lot want to know that I haven't covered, because there is some probably that I won't cover in me talking. But anyways, let's start off with, so I found out I was pregnant last year, and I need to look at the exact date, and I know the exact date by looking on YouTube. Why I know the exact date by looking on YouTube? Because the day I found out I was pregnant, I had done a live in the morning. So yeah, I did a live. Let me just go on to my videos. Okay, it's this one, chit chat with. To be AM, but I ended up going to Asda. Yeah, look, to do some shopping, so I'm running late. I can't do nighttime lives anymore because I'm too tired. Yeah, sorry, I'm late. I don't know. You look, go back and look at that video if you can tell that there's, I'm just like complaining probably in most of the video. I'm like really tired. I just said in the video I can't do nighttime vlogs anymore because I'm really tired. I told you, like, I just went to Asda, which that's when I picked up the pregnancy test. The date this was streamed was 20th of November 2020. So I found out I was pregnant on the 20th of November 2020. So previous to that, what had been happening for, and you would have seen in a lot of my vlogs, I was saying I feel really tired, I feel really emotional, I feel like I just don't feel myself, I feel quite weak. I actually thought I was like low on iron and stuff like that, because I have had times where I felt the same and I've been low on iron and all that stuff. So for like a month now I was feeling like this, struggling, feeling like really down, and every single morning without a doubt I would cry every morning. Every morning, getting up, getting the kids ready for school, I would cry. And at that time Sharkan couldn't do the drop-offs because he's doing early morning. And I was like to him, I feel really tired, I can't do these drop-offs, they're really hard, like I'm really struggling, I need you to like change your hours at work. I was really like getting angry at him, like I really put him through a hard time. Obviously it wasn't in his control, he had to do going early and stuff like that. Yeah, being really emotional, crying. I was like, and then I was like, you just like, I was like to him, I'm always put last, you never put me first, everyone's always in front of me, you put this person in front of me, that person in front. You say you love me, I saw you crazy. I was so emotional. I was like, you just put everyone before me. Obviously he's working for our sake. So very emotional, very like just very down. My body was aching as well, like my body was aching, like, do you know, it felt like I was I had worked out the day before. Every single day it was like I worked out the day before. You know that pain you feel when you've worked out really hard? I know, because I did once upon a time go to the gym. But still, in my head, I was like, nope. Like, pregnancy didn't even cross my mind at all. And then I started to think, oh, my periods should be coming soon, inshallah. So it might be, because I know, you know, usually a week before periods you get these same sort of symptoms. You feel quite emotional, low, your body aches, all this stuff. Your body's preparing you for your cycle, right? So I thought, oh, my period must be coming. So I didn't have a calendar on my phone at the time, which I should always keep. I just stopped doing it. But I kind of remembered, okay, I started roughly around this time the last month. So I should be coming on soon. And roughly my period's around the same time with some of my family members. So I was like, once they start, I'll probably start 1 or 2 days after them. So I kept calling my mum and saying, has this person started their period? Has that person started their period? Mum's like, no, I don't think so yet. Yeah, I'm like, oh, can you tell me when they do? And then call my mum again like another time, and I was like, mum, have they started their period? They're like, yeah. She's like, yeah, they started. And I'm like, okay then, so I should be coming down like in 1 or 2 days. So I just need to come on my periods, get over this and start feeling normal again, because I'm feeling horrible. And then 2 or 3 days go past, 3 or 4 days go past.
2,000 years later.
Still don't believe I'm pregnant. It's not even a thing like I felt in my head. I could be, I couldn't be, and that could be because I didn't want to get pregnant. So it could have been like a feeling like I don't want to get pregnant, so I can't be pregnant sort of thing. Whereas with Fizz and Idij, I wanted to get pregnant, so it was a kind of like, could I be pregnant sort of thing. So it could be that, I don't know. I kept on saying to Sharky, like, telling him I don't feel right, there's something wrong with me, I don't know what's wrong with me, I need to go get blood tests, I need to book a doctor's appointment. Anyways, I needed to go get some groceries from Asda. So I dropped the girls to nursery and school and go straight to Asda. So I went to Asda, picked up some grocery stuff, and I thought, while I'm here, let me just pick up pregnancy tests. I get the cheap like Asda brand 99p ones. I've always got the cheap ones. I don't think there's any point in wasting money on those expensive ones, because the cheap ones tell you the same. Only thing with the cheap ones, if you find out early the line's really faint. If the line's faint, that's still like majority of time, well, in my experiences, you're pregnant. Okay, so anyway, got the cheap 99p one from Asda, picked up 2 because I thought if I'll do it and I'm probably not going to be pregnant, but now just in case my period still hasn't come in a few days, I'll do it again. Picked it up, came back from Asda, put the shopping away, jumped on a live, was talking to you lot on the live, did the live, finished the live, started just like sorting things out around the house, put away, like, because I put away the freezer shopping but I hadn't put away the other stuff, so I was putting that away, and then the pregnancy test was there, and I was like, should I just do it now? Like let's just do it now, just get over and done with. I'm not pregnant, there's no way I'm pregnant, but I'll go and do it anyway. Went in the toilet, peed on a stick, closed it, washed myself, flashed the toilet, washed my hands, all that stuff, picked it up, 2 red lines. What? And 2 dark red lines. And I burst out crying. I cried so much. And then the first thing is, when I'm feeling emotional and sad, you'd think I'd phone Sharky, but no, I call my mum and my dad, because they're the ones that like they're the ones that I just always, they're just my first call when I need someone, like I'm emotional and stuff. They're just my first call, right? So I called them and I was crying out, oh, what am I gonna do? I'm pregnant, I can't be pregnant, I don't want to be pregnant. I was like saying things like that. I don't want to be pregnant, like I can't be pregnant, I'm not ready, I can't even handle 2 kids, how I'm gonna handle 3 kids, like why has this happened to me, da 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 da. So emotional. My mum was cussing me because she was like, don't talk like that, what's wrong with you, you should be happy you're pregnant, like it's a blessing from Allah, like yeah, you didn't plan it, but like you shouldn't talk like that. She was like, if you talk like that, something bad's gonna happen, and you know, that sort of thing, you know, this Pakistani mentality. well, I don't know if it could be true, but she's like, don't talk like that, alhamdulillah, you've got 2 beautiful daughters, you're gonna have another kid, like it's such a big blessing. Like, why are you talking like that? I was like, no, I didn't want to, like, you don't know what I went through after I had Idris, because obviously I had my postnatal depression, so I was like, I'm scared of that. And then dad is like Islamic, so he's like more calm, he's like, you know, being very Islamic, and dad's the one to calm me down and make me feel better. It's weird. Mum gets me more emotional but I love her to bits. She's always there for me, she does like everything for me, but yeah, she's the one that gets me more emotional. Dad's the let me just have some drink. Dad's the one to like calm me down. I'm daddy's girl, so yeah, he's the one to calm me down and make me think properly about it. So he calmed me down and I was all right, but at the same I still wasn't like happy about it. Very emotional. I was like, not because I love my kids are my everything. Even having more kids, like, it was always the plan to have like 4 kids or 5 kids. And even after I had Fizza, I wanted to get pregnant with Idij again, but because of the postnatal depression and just struggling with that, and then struggling to take care of the kids with that postnatal depression, and just not be able, and feeling like I've lost myself and all that stuff, I just wasn't planning on getting pregnant now. Not because in my head I wasn't fully back to myself yet, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you can relate to that when you're not, you just, I don't know. And I felt like that was coming back slowly. Like, I started my YouTube channel, so I started doing something for me, my little passion, something I enjoy. And I felt like the girls were like, one was at school, one was at nursery, I was getting my own time. I felt like I was slowly getting that back, and I had like plans. I was like, I'm gonna do this and this is my plans, but and then I kind of thought like, no, that's not gonna happen now. Yeah, it was just a lot of things. Yeah, so I got off the phone with my parents, breathed a little bit, and I thought, okay, let me call Sharky now. Now he didn't want to have kids yet as well, by the way, so it was mine and his thing, like, we're not ready to have another one just yet. We've got Fizz and Idij, alhamdulillah. The plan was wait till Idij is at least in school, not nursery, like wait maybe 1 more year, possibly 2, like it was between that. We would see how we feel after 1 year, and then see how we, like, if we're still not ready, then we wait 2, sort of thing. So we always wanted more kids, inshallah, if Allah blessed us, but it's just at that time, this time, we wasn't ready. So I phoned Sharky. I'm like, Sharky, I'm pregnant. He was happy. He was happy. I was like, he wasn't ready as well. Like, how are you happy? That really annoyed me. I was like, why are you happy? You know, like, you can tell someone's like smiling, grinning, just from the way they're talking. That was kind of him. And he was like, you can tell by his voice, he was excited. First, I was like annoyed with him. And then that, when like we was talking and talking, and then I kind of relaxed. And I was like, okay, alhamdulillah. Like, obviously, it wasn't my plan, but Allah is the best of planners. Him being excited about it did calm me down and make me feel a lot more you know, better. But then comes the sickness. Oh, the worst sickness in the world. Shaka says I was like this with all the other 2 pregnancies, but for me, you forget, you really do forget what it was like. In my head, I was like, this is the worst, I've never been this sick. Really bad sickness. Like, I couldn't take anything I ate made me feel sick. And when I found something that was like, oh yeah, this is nice, I can eat this, it wouldn't last for long. I can eat it once or twice and then nope, can't eat that no more. That's, my body won't accept that anymore, the baby won't accept that anymore. Just everything was making me feel sick. So on top of that, I couldn't keep anything down, couldn't keep fruit down, couldn't keep, oh my gosh, water was, I couldn't drink water. I'll drink water and then I'll puke. My sickness was so bad for the first 3 months. It was like bad. So like anything, I was puking non-stop throughout the day. Then obviously where you're not keeping anything down, you feel really weak. So I was really weak. Couldn't handle it at all. By the 4th month, like halfway through the 4th month, it started to go down. So I wasn't being sick as much. I was still quite off food, but I wasn't being sick anymore. I could eat certain things now and I wouldn't feel sick, but I didn't enjoy eating. Like, it was just, the only reason I was eating was just to fill my belly, so I didn't get that, you know, empty gassy feeling, which would make me feel sick. I couldn't eat breakfast. I was struggling with breakfast. That's when I started making tea in the cooker, because I couldn't drink kettle tea. I can drink it now, alhamdulillah, but I couldn't drink kettle tea. Like, it was like, oh, I just couldn't drink it. It would make me feel so sick, so I started doing the tea on that. And then I couldn't have toast, so I'd have like salad sandwich and things like that. I still can't eat toast and tea in the morning. It just makes me feel sick. I couldn't have cereal, milk. I couldn't have anything like with milk apart from the tea that was cooked on the cooker. Yeah, so it was really hard. End of the 4th month, I started to get my appetite back. I was craving foods. I think it was like near the, just before I revealed to you lot, basically, is when I started to feel a lot more better. Started craving foods. Now I won't stop eating. I just want to eat all the time. So that's basically the whole journey up and now. So alhamdulillah, I'm now all right. I'm not sick anymore. I am off certain foods, like really fond of curries and stuff. I don't like roti, so I have pita bread. What else? Yeah, but generally, like, my appetite's totally back and full force. It's back, my appetite. Feeling alhamdulillah. Well, I'm not feeling great. I'm like great mentally and emotionally, but now I've got like a lot of lower back pain. Oh, it's the worst pain. I've just ordered myself a pillow, which I will show you in one of my videos, a pregnancy pillow, so hopefully that helps with sleeping at night. I get pains down there, like today's all right, alhamdulillah, but the last few days it was hurting a lot. I think it helped because I was doing some yoga moves, like, you know, on your all fours on the floor, and then I was like bending my back in, out. I was trying, it was like a yoga move I saw on a YouTube channel, so I was like, let me just try that, and that might have helped, you know. I think it did, because I did have a better sleep last night. Yeah, apart from that, it is a lot more better. I am over the moon, alhamdulillah. I am blessed. Allah has blessed me with another baby. You get happy no matter what. Once you see that scan and your baby moving, the first scan you go to and you can see your baby moving, like, that was the biggest turning point for me. So I was up and down generally. Emotional, I struggled. Like, I was like, one minute I was happy, then I was like sad, and then I saw the scan and it all mentally changed for me, and I was like, that's my baby, that's my baby. Like, how can I not be happy? Like, I'm so happy. And then I started talking about it with the kids more, and like, they were happy, getting them excited about it. Idij says she's pregnant herself. If I can find the video on my phone, I will add that in, but I don't know, there's so many videos on there, I won't be able to find it probably. I think I'll send it to my sister, so I'll tell her to send it back to me if she's got it still. But yeah, Idij is like saying her baby's moving in her tummy, and I'm like, it's not a baby, you're not pregnant, it's your gas. And she goes, no, gas doesn't kick my belly, and things like that. She's so funny. In her head, she's pregnant as well. She's got a baby in her belly, okay? At the beginning of his, I didn't like me talking about it. She doesn't like, she's like, no mama, I don't want to talk about it. Like, she doesn't like, she finds it quite gruesome. But now, like, she's happy about it. Like, yesterday she put my hand, I was like, the baby was kicking, and I was like, put your hand on belly, you can feel baby kicking. And she did, and the baby kicked her, and she was so excited. She's like, I felt it, mama. So yeah, now she's like really excited about having another baby in her life. She was like, mum, is the baby gonna be like Idij, like touch my things and ruin my games? I'm like, I don't know, I don't think so. So yeah, I was feeling down about it. It wasn't planned, but like I keep on saying to everybody, you make plans, and you should still make plans, but ultimately Allah is the best of planners, and he will plan what is best for you in your life, and he will make what's going to happen. And this was written already anyway. This child's life, everything is written already. I was meant to get pregnant, stuff like that. So alhamdulillah for Allah's blessing. I know how blessed I am, I know, but alhamdulillah, that's the journey so far. So it was a hard 4 months, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of negativity, a lot of sickness, a lot of bags full of sick being taken out. I'm just gonna look at some of the questions now, and hopefully I can answer as much of them as possible, ones which I haven't really covered in what I've done, my whole story. So yeah, any questions that I do have that I haven't covered, I will answer now. The only thing I have to do now is go and find it. Okay, how many months pregnant are you? I don't think I said that. So I'm 22 weeks and 2 days, and today is the 18th of March. So yeah, I'm 22 weeks and 2 days. So I'm basically 5.5 months now. I think I told you lot when I was 5 months. Has it been 2 weeks since I told you? Yeah, I think I told you when I basically when I went to my second scan and found out all is well, alhamdulillah, everything was well. Then about 2 days after I did that video, or 1 day after, 2 days after I did that video and posted it and told you lot I'm expecting. What were your early pregnancy symptoms and how did you cope? So I'd covered that in my whole story as well, but my early pregnancy symptoms were just crying every morning. My body was aching, I was feeling tired, lethargic, all that stuff. Those were my pregnancy symptoms, but those are also before period symptoms, and those sort of things. So it wasn't really symptoms to me, but those were the symptoms. But yeah, and told you lot how I coped with it. Yeah, so a lot of questions are, how did you find out? Was it surprise or planned? So I have quite a few like that. It was surprise. Alhamdulillah, blessing from Allah. Although I didn't accept it at the time, I accept it now. Alhamdulillah, blessings from Allah. Is this pregnancy any different? So I was talking about this with Sharky the other day. I was like, I feel like it's different, but I don't know. He's like, no, it's not different, you're the same all the time. I was like, he goes, yeah, with Fizzo you had a lot more energy, but obviously that was because I had no kids to look after. So, and I went to work as well, so I used to work in a nursery. So he was like, yeah, of course that time was different, but he goes, it did as well, you was kind of like the same, you struggled quite a bit. Yeah, I don't think so, it's quite the same. So yeah, there's not, so far, not any differences. Oh, the only difference I would say is I'm a lot more bigger this time. So my previous 2 pregnancies, the beginning when I first got pregnant, I weighed less, and I'm overweight, a lot more overweight this time. So the midwife did say that I have to take aspirin because I am overweight, to prevent like blood clots, and there was a few other reasons she gave. Because I was like, I didn't take it the last 2 times that I got pregnant. She's like, because you probably wasn't overweight then, but this time you are. So yeah, I am at my biggest I have ever been. Yeah, so yeah, so this one's asking what was your reaction and stuff like that to find out he's pregnant. You lot, I told you that in the story, it wasn't very good, was it? Wasn't good at all. Okay, how did the girls react when you told them? So Fizza was a bit like, Mama, don't tell me things like that, I don't want to know. Like she wasn't really happy. The thought of having another little sibling was like, no, it is just enough. And then after that, she's happy. Like I think her and Idij started getting on more and playing a lot more together, and they have like a little friendship. I mean, they still bloody fight all the time, but they play a lot more than they do before. I think that kind of made her feel a bit more better, as her relationship with Idij improved. So yeah, now she's really happy now. She's really excited. Alhamdulillah, she's like blessed. Idij is just being excited from day one. Like, I don't know if she actually understands it properly. She looks like she understands it properly. She is convinced she's pregnant herself. She's got a baby in her belly. She like says, listen, can you hear the baby kicking? And then she'll make her belly move in and out, and then she'll be like, look, the baby's making a sound like this. She does that. So we're telling her, no, you're not pregnant, you're a baby, you can't be pregnant, you can't have a baby in your belly, you've got gas. And then she gets quite emotional when you tell her she's got gas. Like, she's like, no, gas doesn't kick. Okay, so how are you feeling? What's your current cravings? Mine was sour things. So alhamdulillah, I'm feeling much better in terms of like I'm not feeling as weak. And I'm like, my mentality is a lot more positive now where it wasn't at the beginning. In terms of current cravings, chocolate and burgers, it's so bad. It's like the worst thing to ever be craving. I need to stop, but I just can't. Like, the thing, I can't explain it. I don't know if there's any pregnant people who control their cravings, because when you get cravings when you're pregnant, you literally can't sleep at night from thinking about it. And if you can't get hold of it, it really makes you feel emotional and want to cry your eyes out because you want that thing. So I don't know how it goes. Every day I'm like, no, I'm not gonna have no more burgers, and every day I'm like, I want a burger, I really want it now, so I'll go get a burger, or order a burger, or tell Shark to bring me home a burger. And then chocolate's the same. So that's my cravings at the moment. I'm off like curries. I'll eat curries like if there's nothing else to eat, but I could really go without it. I prefer English food at the moment than curries. So my due date is the 20th of July, so inshallah I am on time and not too late. But yeah, that's my due date. How are you feeling? Alhamdulillah, I'm feeling great now mentally. I have a lot of lower back pain and migraines. Oh, another thing I started to get, worst ever, I started to get cramps in my legs. Like, you know when you like move it a little bit and it feels like someone's pulling your muscles, like, oh, if you lot had this during pregnancy. I had it with Fizzer. I didn't have it with Idage, but I had it with Fizzer. Well, Shaka says I had it with Idage as well, but I don't remember it with Idage, but I remember it vividly with Fizzer. It's like someone's pulling your muscles and it's so painful. It's the worst pain. You can't move for like 5 minutes, and then you kind of feel the after effects, like the pain in your calf afterwards for a while. And that's what yeah, that's what I've been getting. I've had it like twice already, where I was in bed and I was just going to turn a little bit, and I literally just moved my leg a little bit and I got it, and I was screaming in pain. But alhamdulillah, with all this pain and stuff, it's not making me feel negative. I'm still really happy that I'm pregnant now, whereas at the first 4 months when I was being sick and I was feeling weak, I was like really bad. Anyways, let's go over to YouTube's. Someone asked, are you scared? I'm not scared right now, but I know every time I've gone into labour, I've always been... Have I been scared? Obviously I'm scared a little bit for the labour. I mean, who is it? It's not exactly the... Like, it's painful. I'm scared a little bit. Yeah, I am. I'm not scared right now, but I know I will be when it gets closer to time to going into labour. I won't get panicky, but I'll start thinking about it and thinking, oh my gosh, the pain, it's gonna be too much. But inshallah it'll be alright. I'm just hoping, like, please everybody keep me in your du'as. I'm hoping to have a normal labour. I had a C-section with Idage and I really don't want a C-section again. Just praying, like, all your du'as are needed just so I can have an easy labour and not have to stay in the hospital for more than a day and just come home and stuff like that. So please keep me in your du'as. I have an easy labour. I don't mind suffering through this whole pregnancy. Just give me du'as for easy labour. That's just that, because I just don't want a C-section. Baby come out like this, and I just want to be able to come home as well, because I had to stay in the hospital for a week with Idid. And yeah, and someone said, and with COVID, how is it different now with appointments and stuff? So when you go to your scans, your partner's allowed to go to the scan. Well, this is at my hospital, because I know people have had different experiences at different hospitals that I've spoken to, so I don't know about that. But the hospital that I go to, your husbands can come to the scan, but they have to wait. There's like a outside part which is kind of inside but it's outside, where your partners or anyone who's not pregnant wait. And when you go into your scan, you go into your scan, they check everything's all right first, and then they say, okay, what's your partner's name? We go call him in. They call him in, they'll talk, like show the baby a bit off, and then they'll tell you the sex of the baby. For my first scan, I went by myself inside. Well, Shaka was outside in the car with the girls, because my first scan was in January. The dad had just got home from the hospital, so dad was really weak. We couldn't drop off the girls, like my mum to babysit, because my mum's like my babysitting bubble sort of thing. She looks after the girls when I have my appointments and stuff. She wasn't able to do that because obviously dad came back from the hospital, and it's just she was looking after dad, and it was just, we just couldn't drop her. So I was like, you know what, first scan's it's fine, I can go in by myself. So he had the girls in the car outside, and I quickly went in, had my scan, alhamdulillah, all was well, then came out. But the second scan, he was able to be. I dropped the girls off to mum's house, then he came back from work, and then we went to my second scan, alhamdulillah. So yeah, in terms of COVID, that's the only thing that's different, that the husband has to wait, or the partner, or even if whoever's with you, your sister, whatever, has to wait outside. Only in the actual waiting area are the pregnant people allowed to sit. I've had one like phone call appointment with the midwife. I haven't had a face-to-face appointment with the midwife yet, where they check the heartbeat that they usually do and things like that. But I've got one coming up, and she said that one will be face-to-face. There is definitely less appointments because of COVID, but apart from that, no, I haven't really felt. I think I'm going to feel it when I'm in labour. Let's see. And hopefully the restrictions are down. It will be totally done in terms of hospital wise as well, because I know a lot of people said while people who went into labour weren't allowed their husbands till they were actually in active labour. So active labour is when you're like, I think I might be wrong, but I think active labour is when you're like 5 to 6 centimetres gone, sort of thing. I think that's, I might be wrong. Basically when you're close to like, because after like 6 centimetres you kind of just open up quickly, that's when your husband's allowed to come in. So a lot of people's had to like deal with their pain by themselves in their little cubicles because their partners weren't allowed in with them, and I think that had a lot of mental effect with the whole like experience for people. So a lot of people had that, but I don't know, like, well, let's see what happens when it comes to my time. I'm hoping no restrictions will be in place by that time, but let's see. Have you got any ideas for names, whether girl or boy? Yeah, we have ideas. Obviously I'm not going to tell you our ideas because that'll kind of give away if we're having a girl or a boy, but yeah, we have ideas, so not 100% on the ideas. For Fizza, I didn't really have a name in mind. For Fizza's name, my father-in-law actually named her. Well, he named her as in he gave us suggestions. So he had like, there was like 5 names that he said, oh, this name's nice, this name's nice, this name's nice, this name's nice, this name's nice. 5. I don't remember the other 4. But yeah, he gave those like suggestions. He gave Fizza as a suggestion. All these names come up, and he said, and then he said Fizza. Well, Sharka told me these are the names he said, and he said Fizza. When he said Fizza, I was like, yes, Fizza. And Sharka's like, yeah, I said Fizza as well. Like, Sharka really liked Fizza, and I liked Fizza. So yeah, we both were like, yeah, Fizza. And then with Idaj, I had another name that I wanted to call her. Sharka liked that name as well, but then he really liked the name Idaj. He said he heard it on a Pakistani drama, and I think a few other people mentioned that name to him, and he really liked it. He thought it was quite unique. He likes unique names, and it just sounded really nice. I wasn't too fond of it at the beginning. I wasn't fond of it at all. I was like, no. But then eventually, because he liked it so much, and I just saw him, just this happiness of saying Idaj. I was like, all right, then let's call it Idaj. She's Idaj, totally Idaj. I cannot imagine her with no other name. You know, once you give a child their name, that's their name. Like, you can't imagine them. She's Idaj. I just feel like Idaj suits it so much. Just her personality, everything. She's Idaj. So yeah, my husband named her Idaj. Is there any food you can no longer tolerate or just turn you off now that you're pregnant? Yeah, I'm not fond of curries. They don't turn me off, like they don't turn me off. They don't, like, I can have some curries I can eat, but not with enjoyment. Like, no curries I eat with enjoyment, but some I can like take down. Some I can just totally not have at all, because I just can't. But some I can. Apart from that, what else? I don't think there is anything else. Nothing that I've come across so far. I I love food at the moment. Oh yeah, roti. So I can't eat roti. So you know the fresh rotis you make. Can't eat those. They make me feel really sick. So I have pita bread. If I'm gonna eat a curry, if there is a curry and that's the only option there for me to eat, I will eat it with pita bread. But generally I'll kind of go towards something else. Have I always wanted a large family? So when I've always wanted a big family. I've wanted, because I'm from a big family, and so is Sharka's got 2 brothers and 2 sisters, so there's 5 of them, and we're 6 in our household. So like big families, I love it. I love the dynamic. I just love big families. I love it more now we're older. So when you're younger, you have like big family, it does get quite annoying, okay? But now I'm older, alhamdulillah, I'm so blessed to have such a big family. Definitely want more than 3. So now I've had 3, now I'm on my 3rd one. Like in the future I would want maybe 1 or 2 more. Although this wasn't planned, I didn't want to get pregnant now, all that stuff. Like I did want to eventually try for more kids after 1-2 years. It's happened earlier than I wanted, but alhamdulillah, it's fine. It's meant to happen. I like big families. I think big, especially when you're older, it's lovely. What's the weirdest food craving you have had so far? No weird food cravings actually yet. Yeah, none at all. Normal food cravings. I just crave food, burgers and chocolate. So yeah, no weird food cravings. You know what? I don't, with all my pregnancies, I don't feel like I've ever had weird food cravings. I definitely have a lot of cravings, like craving Nando's, I haven't craved Nando's this time actually. Yeah, not yet. Now I'm talking about it. Now I'm like, I want Nando's. Oh, now it's in my mind. Shouldn't have said that about Nando's, but yeah, I crave food like right now, burgers and stuff. I'm actually going to go and get a burger when I'm going to pick up Idij, which I have to leave in 10 minutes, so I've got to hurry up and talk right now. I think I've covered all the questions. Tried to cover them both on the YouTube ones and the Instagram. I think I have. A lot of the questions were things that I covered in my little story time at the beginning, so hopefully I've covered it. That's been my journey so far, alhamdulillah. Pregnant 5.5 months, baby's growing nicely, alhamdulillah, everything's all well. And yeah, I'm excited for the journey. Not scared yet, but I will be. Keep me in your du'as, guys. Like honestly, your du'as mean so much to me. That what more can anybody need but your good thoughts and your du'as and things like that. That's it now. I'm just gonna say bye now, and inshallah you lot enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, like, comment, all that stuff, and share my videos. That will help me out a lot. And yeah, hopefully you are all well, and thank you for watching, and inshallah I will catch you on the next video. Bye.
You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. How it's going.